So for those of you who are interested, I'm going to walk through the pictures of my initial workup for my TIF procedure, and then we'll take a look at pictures of my actual surgery. So starting with my initial EGD, that's your upper endoscopy that you'll have to take a look at your gastroesophageal valve, we can see in my pictures just how big my hiatal hernia was. So here's a picture of the endoscope coming into my stomach with the camera turned around, looking back up at my existing gastroesophageal valve. There's a big opening, a wide open space around the scope here. And you can imagine all of the acid in my stomach going back up into my esophagus. Looking in my esophagus down at my gastroesophageal valve, you can see this big opening here. And this big opening here is caused just by the tiny amount of air that blows out through the end of the scope. And just that tiny bit of air is blowing it wide open. There's another picture here at the bottom where you can see the big opening in my diaphragm. That's the hiatal hernia. And again, you can just imagine all of the acid that's washing back up into my esophagus, causing all of my GERD symptoms. So next, if we look at pictures of my esophagus after my laparoscopic hiatal hernia, this is the same picture looking down at my gastroesophageal valve, but now it's tight. So that's helping keep the acid down in the stomach. If we take a look at my gastroesophageal valve after my hernia repair, you can see it right here. So there's a little bit of a valve remaining, but it's nowhere near what a normal valve should look like. So these are pictures of my actual TIF procedure itself. You can see the esophax device in my stomach. We've engaged tissue right at the gastroesophageal junction, and we've wrapped that tissue towards the lesser curve of the stomach. And in my case, at the end of the TIF procedure, we've repaired the crura, reduced the hernia, and restored the natural gastroesophageal valve. This last picture is a picture of my finished gastroesophageal valve with the esophax device, and I couldn't be happier with the results.